Howdy folks, and welcome back to another issue of Build the Back to the Future DeLorean by Eagle Moss. This is going to be issue number 47. Got a lot of stuff to do in this episode. We're going to be finishing the dashboard and connecting it to the center console. We're also adding the steering wheel, which is really cool. Here's our steering wheel, and it's metal. Pretty happy about that. We've been dealing with a lot of plastic pieces lately, and I'm getting a little sick of that. So anyway, this is a gargantuan episode as far as the steps go. Most of the episodes are 7 to 10 steps. This one is 15 steps. So we got our work cut out for us. Got more information on Back to the Future 2, which they continue to hammer into our skulls the last few issues. This one is where they were at 2 months into filming. 8 weeks of filming. And still lots to cover. And then we've got a little episode, or a snippet of Gray's Sports Almanac back here, which is basically the catalyst of Back to the Future 2.
What's the issue after this look like?
Oh, I don't know. Yay, wires!
Oh,
lots and lots of wires!
Nice. Our favorite.
That one doesn't look like very much fun.
No.
Alright. Well, let's get this one done and then we'll worry about that one.
No.
Okay, so we're going to be starting out. Looks like we got this little piece here based on the diagram.
Mm-hmm.
And these little arm thingies. Boy, these are tiny.
Jeez.
So it looks like one is going to be going in just like that. Oh, they're windshield wipers. Windshield wiper icons.
Okay.
So maybe this is going to go on the front of the car. I'm not sure.
They're right there.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, maybe they're the switches for the
they're the
wipers.
switches. Yeah, they're the steering wheel things. The
Well, it
for
doesn't
like
look like
driving
these
stuff.
snap in. It looks like they just kind of sit in there. So I'm guessing we're putting some kind of plate over this thing.
Hopefully, I want to just have them sit there. If we're doing something this issue, I'm pretty
hoping
sure
that these aren't getting put in backwards. Because I guess these could be going, I don't know, there's just like a whole bunch of itty bitty little things on there. I guess it wouldn't even really matter if they were backwards or not.
Well, yeah, it would matter.
So, how is it going in there? Which part is the top? This is going to be the top. So if this is the top, then this is the way they need to go so that you can actually see the writing. And if you look really, really close, you can see the windshield wiper icons on there. So yes, this is the correct way to put them in.
Okay.
So that one's going to go in there, that one's going to go in there, and then we're going to put the cover on the top with those in place.
Okay.
Which I'm sure is going to be a little tricky.
Do you have to screw it on?
Nope.
It just pops on.
Yeah, once it's on there, then these are
locked
set.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then those need to be put in by a couple of BP screws.
Well, there is screws. I just asked that.
Well, there's not screws for the wipers. There's just screws to hold the housing together.
I was talking about the plate.
Boy, they're making it harder and harder just to get the baggie open.
They starting to super glue them or something? She sure is acting like it.
Anything to make me mad with these screws.
They don't have to try to make you mad with these screws. The screws in themselves make them mad.
Yep. Well, it's been a trying day since I got up this morning. So one more little thing.
Mm.
I'm going to leave that one a little bit loose till I get the other one in. Okay. Tighten that one down. Look at that. We're through 4 steps, just like that.
Woot.
Okay, so that's going to go on the underside of the dashboard. Right there. And then that's going to go in with a couple of BP screws. FP screws. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, don't screw yourself up.
Ha 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 ha!
I'm so clever. Fan's making a weird screeching noise. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that.
Sorry for the interruption, or sorry for swearing?
I swore.
Yes, you did.
Which word did I use?
The poopy word.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to swear.
This is a family channel. How dare you?
I was raised by a sailor. I can't help it.
The amount of detail in this car is absolutely insane.
Detail?
The fact that they've got like turn signals and windshield wipers and all of this nonsense.
No, not only that they have it, but they have it like little tiny labels on them and stuff.
Okay, so we got that piece. Now we've got this piece here. Turned upside down, I guess. Yes, that's the way it should look. And we've got another darling little tab that needs to go in there.
But it doesn't look like we're putting anything in it, though.
I'm guessing we're putting that steering wheel column through there.
Why are we putting on the tab first?
That is an excellent question, and I do not have the answer.
It doesn't make any sense.
But the fact that there are no wires that I got to deal with when I put this one in makes me very, very happy.
Yeah,
So
but
we're taking BP screws for this one.
then you have to put a wire in. I don't...
Wires aren't going through this one. That's not a wire.
Oh. What is it?
It's a steering column, like I just said.
Oh. Okay. Well, sorry. It looks like a wire. When you said steering column, I thought you meant the wire that was connected to the steering column. My bad.
I'm a little hesitant to tighten these down until we get the steering column in there. But once this goes on, we can't tighten or loosen them, so we've got no choice.
Well, I don't think that it's going to really, like, hold the steering column tight. I think it's going to just be
I'm going to
loosely...
do a little test run before we go to the next step, just to make sure.
Okay. I think it's more of a just hold it in there kind of thing, not hold it tight.
One thing noteworthy about this step, it shows in the diagram where the little lip goes. It needs to face the hole, like so. And this is what's going to go in there, and it does fit with room to spare. with lots of room to spare. So that's
just
not going to be
tighten
an
it
issue.
down.
Yeah, it's already tight. So
Oh, I thought you said
clearly
you weren't
that's
gonna
not
tighten it
going to
down.
be... No, I had to, because once we put this housing thing over there, I'm not going to be able to tighten or loosen them. I was looking ahead. Okay, so now this is going to go on to the bottom of the dash.
Okay.
So here's the steering column. That's where the steering wheel is going. So I'm guessing it's going to go on just like that. And then we're going to tighten it down with a whole gob of FP screws. So we need a total of 4 of them.
So four of them is a gob. Just trying to get this right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and where are they going to go? We've got, looks like one on the end here. That's weird, it's pointing at the big hole. Oh, it is going in the big hole. It's just all the way down.
Oh, no.
So these huge holes here, there's a large divot. So the screw doesn't actually go in until you're all the way down there at the bottom.
Fun.
Okay, I'm going to leave that relatively loose until I at least get the other side put in. Okay, so at least it's kind of on there.
Sorry. Trying to see over your shoulder. Because when your arm's in the way, all I see is your hand.
Okay, getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Why it's not going down here in the front, I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Do you have a cord stuck or something?
Yep, there's a wire.
Good thing you
There
got
we
that.
go. Yep. So that ended up being a very good thing that I did not tighten those screws down.
Yeah. Could have hurt something.
Okay. I'm assuming all these wires need to come out the center here. Based on the tab, I'm going to assume that the wires need to come around this thing and not on this side. So I'm going to assume that this is done correctly. We really won't know until we get to the
Doesn't
center
show on the-
console. But I would assume that all these wires are going to be coming out the center console or being plugged
Well, it
into the
shows
center
right
console
here.
in some way. It looks like just the wires need to be coming towards the center. So that's what I'm basing this on so far.
Okay. Well, hopefully.
Okay, I've got all 4 of them in there now, so I'm going to go ahead and get them down nice and tight.
You do them good, nice and tight. There we go.
Getting the wire out of there helped with this, though. It's now nice and flush.
That's good. Isn't my honey doing such a good job on this, guys? I'm so proud
Yeah,
of
I'm doing
him.
such an awesome job. That's why these videos get so many views.
Well, not everybody knows how awesome of a job you're doing to know to watch them.
These Build the DeLorean episodes are like the least watched thing on my channel. but I still do it. For the very few people watching, I thank you.
The 2 people watching these videos. Thank you.
Okay, so that's step 7. Step 8,
Halfway?
turning the assembly over.
Is this where we shove the thing in?
This is where we shove the thing in. And we're shoving it in from the back. And it looks like we're going to attach it to the steering wheel as well. So that's going to go in there.
So shove the rod into the hole from the back.
And it needs to come out through the little black thingy that we installed. So that's what we got there. So that diagram, this diagram, mine's longer. And then we're going to put the steering wheel on. So, I don't know if this is going to show up on camera or not, but this is like a little, it's got like a little square on the end here. And this has a little square on the end, so you can line it right up. And it should, oh, it's already snapped into place. So like that. I'll go ahead and get the page turned here. It's already 10 steps in, so far this isn't really that bad. Of course,
Don't jinx it.
Okay, that's going to go in with a BM screw.
They said it snapped.
Yeah, apparently there's a screw hole at the end of that steering column, but I certainly didn't see it. I guess we'll find out what happens here. BM, not BP.
It don't take too long. We only have 93 minutes recording time left on this battery.
Oh, crap. That's on the battery, though. How much time is left on the SD card?
Oh, I don't know. How do you find that out?
Oh, I'm not going to show you in the middle of the video.
Why not? Let's pause this video.
You know, if we pause the video, then I got to put it through my video editor, which takes a whole bunch more time.
You know you complain a lot.
Yep.
It says SD0H30M.
30 minutes.
I guess it knew that we wanted to know, and it showed us, because it just popped up. It's really kind of creepy. Is this video camera alive? Is it a sentient being or something? I'm scared.
What?
What?
Well, it doesn't look like the screw went in all the way. However, there we go. See, it's not quite tight.
Can you screw it some more?
I'm going to try. I can use the fatter screwdriver. Thank God this is a metal piece. I'd never be able to push this hard if it was plastic. Yeah, it's still not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Can you even screw it in anymore?
It looks like it should be able to go all the way in.
Maybe you're not screwing it good enough.
once it gets halfway in, it just doesn't want to. And I've got no leverage on this thing.
See, I told you you're going to jinx it. Although, honestly, this is the steering wheel. We could always come back to it if we had to.
Well, no, we can't, because the next step is to put the housing on, which means I can't get back to that screw.
I thought the screw was on the front.
Okay, so that's as far in as it goes.
Okay. Yeah, see, the screw's on the front. You won't be able to get to that in a second?
Yep. Not gonna happen. Well, let's try one of the other screws. Maybe this one's faulty.
What are we going to do if it doesn't work?
Leave it.
Okay.
And we'll just have a loose steering wheel.
You can always glue it.
You can do that too. It says a BM screw. That's what I used. Could be they didn't machine the screw hole correctly too. We've had that problem before as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like there's a problem with the
hole?
this thing.
Yeah, because you just did it without the steering wheel on it, and it still didn't go in.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you can just always glue it with the screw, and that'll, when it dries, it'll hold it taut. I'd really rather not wait for them to send us a new one on just that. Don't you agree?
Yeah, that's a pretty minor problem.
And that's a long time to wait for a minor problem that we can technically fix somehow the other way. Oh, you okay?
Just trying to find a way to apply some pressure to it.
Did you get it?
You know, it's barely loose. I think I might be able to crank on it a little bit more.
Seems like you're getting something done. Good job.
The hard part is applying the pressure without it going all over the place on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm applying a ton of pressure on it at this point.
You can't hold it like behind it instead. You hold it like this.
Nope. You got to keep this thing so the shaft doesn't turn.
Okay. You can hold it there, and I can hold it back behind to make sure it doesn't turn. Or vice versa. Did it work?
Yep, I would say so.
Yay!
Hot diggity dog.
Good job.
Okay, now we put the cover on. Like this. Oh, and that's not even going to screw. That just snaps right in. Oh, bang. There's a steering wheel.
Yay!
Combine the dashboard assembly with the center console. So now we're at the spot where we need to combine both of these. So here's our center console that we were working on for several issues.
Isn't it pretty?
Now the wiring here is going to be pretty important, I think.
Okay.
So position the wire from the dashboard under the center console with the other wires. Okay, well, we've only got one wire hanging out from underneath this thing because we connected the other two.
Okay.
So this one, I'm assuming the dashboard is going to connect here. Yep. So this is going to come underneath like so.
Alright.
And then it wants us to put in 2 FP screws.
Okay.
Getting pressure on these is going to be tough with all this stuff all over the place. I think that's the fatter of the two. Use a skinny one. Keep that a little bit loose till I get the other one put in there. All right.
Are we done?
We are done. I'm really hoping that when I put the steering wheel on, this part was supposed to be facing down. According to the diagram, it is, but in all these later diagrams, it doesn't even show the thing. So it's hard to say, but I really, really do not want to pull the steering wheel off.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's the right way.
See, here it is. This is clearly the top of the dashboard, and it shows it facing down, which is what we have. However, if it's supposed to be facing up, that means our steering wheel is going to be upside down, which means I'm going to have to pull this piece off, unscrew the thing, and do the whole thing all over again. So, really, really hoping that that's correct. But, I mean, that's step 8, and that's the last time we see that piece. So, I guess we'll just have to hope for the best.
Well, I think it is going to be facing down because if it faces up, it'd be going up through the hood of the car.
Yeah, it would make sense that for the wheels to turn, that this thing would be facing down.
Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to be right.
There is our completed piece.
Nice.
That's looking pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully it's going to go in the car here pretty soon. Anyway, we survived 15 steps. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.